Hey guys, it's Arlissa coming at you with another 2-card pull, guys. Yeah, for Friday and moving into the weekend, I'm just gonna pull a 2-card pull and see what kind of energy we have coming forward today. So guys, let me just hop right into it because you know what? Just going to. So, woo, you know me, I don't have, okay, there's one. I don't really make, oh, and there's another one. So, and then we will also do the bottom of the deck. So let's grab these. Actually, one fell down, so I'm gonna grab that. Okay, guys. Actually, let's grab these two. I got the first two that flipped out because there was a couple more that flipped out, but that was afterwards, guys. So 2-card pull, like to keep them kind of, you know, in together. Anyways, okay, so the cards you got today are the 4 of Cups. So let's do the light bendy. Okay. 4 of Cups. So really pay attention to that image because what is she doing? She's really just focusing on the past, and it's more of an emotional past with those cups. And then the Devil coming out, guys. I'm all like, yeah. The Devil coming out with that card. Let's look at the bottom deck. The bottom deck is the 10 of Wands, guys. So look at this too, though, because this picture is really showing her coming down the mountain. And look, she's been trekking for a really, really long time. And so she's down the mountain. So at one point she had to go up the mountain, and she collected like a lot of baggage and a lot of things and experiences, you know, and little trinkets and all kinds of things that show what type of journey she's been on along the way. Now, with I guess I'm being guided really to talk about that underneath card just really quick because it'll make sense. So you're coming through a really hard time. You're actually, the number 10 is about that completion of something. So it could be something in, you know, having to do with maybe a relationship is coming to an end, you know, maybe your marriage is coming to an end, maybe friendships, maybe job, maybe there is something that you're at the tail end of, okay? And it hasn't been easy. It's been quite the journey. In fact, you know, you may have a lot of history with that journey and what's going on. And so really you're coming to the bottom. And now, are you going to go back up the same mountain and go through the same things? Or are you going to take everything you learned and find a new course to move forward so that you can thrive and make decisions? So that's the bottom of the deck energy. Woo, this message is coming out. But with the 4 of Cups and the Devil coming in. Okay, so let's look at these two energies because these came out like that 10 of Wands is that bottom of the deck energy that I love to use. So I guess technically this kind of is a 3-card pull, 2-card pull, bottom of the deck. But anyways, so guys, let me get back on track. With the Devil, it's really saying that don't go back into your past, okay? Because the 4 of Cups, it shows, look, she's focusing on a lot of the past, and look, she's got all these cups right here, guys, and they're empty, and she's kind of looking that way. But right behind her, right, what she's not looking at is the rainbow coming from what she still has, which means that you may have to say goodbye to some things. You may have to let some things go, release some things, you know. Things are changing because that 10 of Wands is saying that this is an end, and that's okay. Don't focus on how the past transpired, okay? It happened, it's there, okay? You can't change anything about the past, but what you can do is you can change everything moving forward. And the Devil card is about not going into those old coping mechanisms. Don't go back into the habit. Don't go back into the situation. Don't go back to that person if you don't feel like you can thrive. You don't want to go backwards when you're getting pushed forwards. Now, it can be really, really scary, right? It's super scary when you're walking into uncertainty. Maybe you do have it figured out. So this is your message to stay the course. But honestly, the message that's coming through, you probably don't have it all figured out. You're probably second guessing yourself and wondering if you're making the right choices. You know, you're holding on to some of those emotional attachments with whatever you're having to walk away from or whatever you're having to adapt to or change, because we're always evolving, you know, and it is hard to not focus on what happened or focus on if it could have happened one way, if you could have made decisions in one way instead of the other, you know, if it could have been this, if it could have been that. All we're doing is just keeping ourselves stuck in that narrative, stuck in that story, okay? Everything is supposed to be an experience, and you're supposed to take from it what you're meant to. You're not supposed to go back into the same lessons and back into the same, you know, chaotic whatever it was that caused you to walk away from, like I said, a person, a place, a thing, however this resonates for you. So look, get out of your head, get out of your heart. Maybe bring them into balance instead of staying in one or the other, okay? Know that whatever's happening, whatever you're having to walk away from, wouldn't be showing up. It wouldn't be, you wouldn't be going through it if you didn't have everything that it took to move through it and reach the point of which you're supposed to reach, okay? So the emotional pain that we give ourselves when we focus on the past is just, and then it's just heavy as heck. And I, for one, am not a fan, but I kind of get stuck in that pattern sometimes, and I have to remind myself to get unstuck. I have to give myself a good shake and a good talking to, and understand that my path forward may be uncertain, but it's a path forward and it's mine, and you can always take control of whatever's happening in your life. Now, you can't control other people, but you can control yourself, guys. So look, that devil card, watch out for it, okay? Because we get tested, and we get tested to see if what we say is the truth, and how we say that we feel and how we want to move through our life. These tests show up. And it's kind of like, you know, the universe or higher power or God, however you choose to look at it when these messages come by, it's kind of giving you the opportunity to prove what you say is true, right, about yourself. It's giving you an opportunity to walk your walk, okay? Talk that talk, you got to walk that walk, baby. And in order to prove that you can walk that walk, we got to get tested, and it sucks and it's gross. But you know what? This character building truly is priceless, because I'm going to tell you, in the thick of it, it isn't fun, but on the other side of it, it'll all make sense. So, okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading. As always, you know, take what resonates, release what doesn't. This message will always find who it's meant to find. I always say, if it finds you and you're like, hey, this don't really resonate with me, that's cool. Maybe you saw it for a reason and you could help a friend or a family member or work coworker or someone out. So things do cross your path for a reason. Sometimes you just got to be aware of what that reason could be whenever it crosses your path. So have a good weekend, y'all. I know I'm going to do my best to try. And thanks for watching my video.